first guest is a former NFL player, actor, author, and tonight, talk show guest. And he serves as the host of season 20 of America's Got Talent. Live shows kick off next Tuesday on NBC. Please welcome Terry Crews. To see you.
I love you.
I love you.
Oh my God. First of all, this was my home, Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Yes.
We had the pleasure of working together.
Yes.
And let me tell you, this young lady, you're very naughty.
I know.
Let me tell you, we couldn't show a lot of the things that happened off screen, but what you did on screen was absolutely amazing because
Thank you.
You were saying some stuff. I was like, oh boy, can we say this?
And the answer was no. But that's what I have like an adorable little face and I love saying awful
We were like, whoa, what's going on? What's happening? Can we do this?
You are so funny. Truly, you're just a joy to be around. Also, I love this tie. Ooh,
Thank you.
Very
Thank
cute.
You. Listen, we got the color going on.
We do. We look like Christmas. we're a little gift for everybody.
You see what I mean? Little presents for everyone.
Ooh, look at have you been having a good summer?
I have been having a blast. You know, hosting AGT has truly made me a worldwide name, which is kind of crazy. I get DMs from all these other countries and everything.
From where?
You know what I decided? And let me tell you, it's kind of weird because everybody has to figure out, you don't know what you're truly capable of. And I told myself, instead of thinking I experienced it by looking at it online, I'm going to go. I'm going to get on a plane and I'm going to go. I went to Egypt.
Ooh.
I went to Germany.
Ooh.
I went to Dubai.
Ooh.
I went to South Africa.
Ooh.
I've been everywhere. And you know what's so crazy was because of the entertainment business, people are like, Terry Crews. And you're like, what?
Is it wild to be in Dubai and someone's like, I know you?
I'm wondering if they understand me and they go, Terry Crews. Oh my God. Like, you realize the power of entertainment, but also the special thing about it, and this is what I learned by hosting AGT, is that you get so many people from all over the world who are so talented, and then you meet them. And it's even better. Because what happens is you get a picture of everybody, like a whole room full of people, but once you start talking to people, you're like, I get you, I understand you now. And this is why we have to go. We have to get there and experience it. That's what I've been doing this whole time. Literally, while we were doing the auditions and on the days off, I would fly off to another country and then come back. And I'm hooked now. I'm hooked. Guys, get your
love
passport.
it.
Let's go. I'm saying.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's good advice. Keep a valid passport. Go see things.
That's it.
So, okay. When you are meeting people out in the world, what is the project they ask you about the most?
Well, one thing is really wild. I'm in this really amazing place like Dubai and whatever, and they're like, white chicks! And you're like, oh, you saw that movie. They're like, I love that movie. Sing the song. Making my way downtown, walking fast, faces fast, and I'm homebound. And you hear it in all these other languages. You're like, and it's changed my life. You have to understand, 20 years ago, we made this movie. It was literally fart jokes, okay? And to see what it has become year after year, every summer, a new 13-year-old discovers white chicks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're like, oh my God, Mom, what are you showing me? And then I go to the mall, and I'm like, and these kids run up to me, and I'm like, they could be my grandkids. And they're like, you're the guy from White Chicks. And it's so wonderful. But I have to tell you this. And this is another thing. Doing the movie, what people don't know is how hard it really was on Sean and Marlon. Like, we were having a blast, we were having fun, but you don't understand. It took 5 hours for those guys to get in makeup every day, and 5 hours to take it off.
Ooh.
So, but they were producers of the show. So we would do a whole 12 hours. It would take 5 hours for them to put it on. We'd go 10, maybe 11 hours. They would have to like halfway stay in makeup and then push their own call so they would get 3 hours sleep and then wake back up and it's horrible makeup. And I was just like, oh my God. And I remember seeing Sean, he was like, man, I don't think I could do this. I'm serious, I watched him crack up. There was a time he was like, I don't think I can do this anymore, man. He's pulling his pantyhose out of his butt. And he's like, I can't, this is just too hard. And Keenan walks over, he says, hey, brother, you thought of this. This was your idea.
This is your idea.
This was your idea. And he went, oh yeah. And he goes into like, hello. And I was just
right into it.
But this is the thing I want to tell everybody. This kind of effort, it gets appreciated. You know what I mean? Like even overall, it was a tremendous effort, but look at what it is now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the fact that everybody around the world loves this movie so much, and it's one of the biggest blessings.
It's one of my favorite movies. I truly think it defined a generation. It's so funny.
I don't know if that's good or bad. You know,
I think it's good.
Defined a generation.
Yeah, we're just ha, and it's nice.
Oh, what a beautiful chocolate man. Listen, now I'm everybody's black friend right now, right? That segment, oh, Lord. I was like, the Black Forest, man. I've been to Germany, man. Ain't no black people in the Black Forest, bro. No, I don't know about that one.
Uh-oh. We're gonna have to talk to Marcus about that. Can I ask, did you base your character in White Chicks on anybody in particular?
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
I can't say his name.
Oh, why?
I can't, because
come on.
he was
Nobody's watching.
He was in the NFL.
Oh.
And he was the kind of guy who would be like, excuse me, my beautiful black sister, could you pass my number to that white girl that's standing right over there? And we were like, oh my God. And he was just that dude. He was all about the image and all about this. And it's kind of funny because years later, he was like, hey man, I kind of recognize a couple things. And I was like, I'm sorry.
That's so funny that he was self-aware enough to be like, I'm part of the problem.
Right.
Did you base this on me?
He knew it. That was the real accident part of it. You know, he was like, hey, wait a minute. He's in a theater doing that. You're like, it's so funny.
But I think that's a testament to your characterization, you know what I mean? That he was able to be like, that's me, Well,
one thing I love is because I've had enough life where it's funny, when you see enough people, I tend to be a sponge. You know what I mean? It's kind of like growing up in Flint, Michigan. That's where I got my characters for Friday After Next, and then actually coming up and seeing the dads that I saw. That's where I got Julius and Everybody Hates Chris. You know what I mean? So it's almost like all these little parts, they're me, but a different version of me. And that's the coolest part about acting. This is one thing I love about it. I'll never stop acting.
I love that.
Yeah.
Truly, Terry, we're gonna come back with you, but we have to take a break. So more with Terry Crews after this. Welcome back. We're here with Terry Crews. So Terry, America's Got Talent, it's been on for 20 years?
Yes.
That's wild.
Woo.
So you move around a lot when you host, yeah?
Oh, yeah. Well, first of all, it's the hardest, most satisfying, most wonderful show and job in the world. First of all, I'm at the age, I just turned 57. Yes. And I wear these wearables. I need to find out if my heart's still ticking. You know what I mean? I lay down too long, I'm like, am I alive? Am I alive? You know, and so I wear these wearables and they tell you how much energy you're expending and the whole thing. And let me tell you, after one episode, this was crazy in a day, I burned 7,000 calories.
That's wild.
I was like, something's wrong. Like, maybe I had my hand near a heater or something. But it was wild. I burnt because what happens is the energy of people, the energy of like talking and being in people, and then going out live and then dancing and seeing the acts and jumping around and going around the whole theater. And now I come home and I'm done. I'm just tired. And I said, 7,000 calories. That is nuts.
That's impressive. I once looked at my little steps and it said 60, and I was like, am I dead? Like, it was like a Tuesday. I hadn't moved at all. My God.
Well, you have to be in shape. One thing I have to condition myself. I wake up, I prepare, I'm doing my whole thing. You know what's wild too? I'm the kind of guy that visualizes before I do it. So I see what I'm gonna do, and I basically play it all out as if everything happened great. And then it usually does. And it's kind of wild, because I used to, the other way, I imagine it happening bad.
Yeah.
And it usually did. So
yeah. That's manifestation. You're using it for good.
I know.
Can I ask you, was there any acts on the show that surprised you at all?
Wow, there's been a few. You know what? There was a group. These guys, they were on the show before. They were like balancers. You know, they took their shirt off and the whole thing, and they would balance. They were the Masoudi brothers. And these guys came back and reinvented their act to become jugglers. I was like, wait a minute. How talented? That's like, I'm gonna play in the NFL, and then I'm gonna just take a season off. I'm come back and play in the NBA.
Yeah.
That's how legit hard that was. And they got golden buzzers both times.
Wow.
The Saudi, bro. I was going, see, you have to think, I have thought I saw everything. Like, you think, oh man, I've seen this, people sing a song, you've seen people do a dance, but let me tell you, everything that you bring to anything, it's like, it's a whole new thing. You know, it's funny because, you know, the song I Will Always Love You was, you know, Whitney Houston, but when Dolly Parton sang it, it's a whole different thing. And I realized that can happen with every human being on earth. Whatever dance, whatever thing you're doing, it's always just yours. So you will truly never, ever see all the talent the world has to offer. That's why every year it keeps going up a notch, another notch. We've had kids that were on the show literally 15 years ago and grew up watching it, and now their kids are watching them on the show. This is like, believe me, it's huge, it's incredible. You know, there's like the NFL, there's NBA, and then there's AGT. And to be a part of that, you know what I mean? 7 years for me, and I love it. I'm not going anywhere.
Drew,
I love it.
You are so positive. Truly, like, how does one get as positive as you?
Well, you know what? You got to be positive when you've been to hell and back. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
No. When you go to hell, you get the keys to heaven and earth. You know what I mean? Listen, my upbringing was so like, you don't understand when you come up in a place where you wonder if you're ever going to make it. Like, I used to sit outside my window and be like, man, am I ever going to get out of here? And because it was very, very dark. And I saw drugs, I saw gangs, I had violence in the house, outside the house. And you start to wonder, like, I'm gonna be a statistic. I don't see it. And there's a point in your life when you don't see great things. And then to be living the life I'm living, I'm getting choked up. I'm getting choked up because
that's so
I'm
poignant.
like, wow.
That is so poignant.
Look at me and my wife look at each other. And listen, I just said I'm 57, but the day before my birthday, we celebrated our 36th anniversary, wedding anniversary.
I love that.
We look at our 5 beautiful kids and we go, can you believe this? Can you believe this? Because there's many times you want to quit. There's so many times you just want to stop. And you're so glad you didn't. You're so glad you didn't believe the naysayers. You're so glad that you didn't know what was happening. You didn't know what you were really capable of until you tried it. And so this is what makes me so happy, so positive, you know, because I don't like it to feel like it's Pollyanna. It's real. Yeah. It's real. Because if you can do it, do it. You know what I mean? Don't waste time. You don't have forever.
I love that so much.
I know, that's our message for the day.
I feel like somebody watching needed to hear that. Terry, I want to thank you so much for being here. America's Got Talent live shows kick off Tuesday, August 19th at 8 p.m. on NBC. We'll be back with Ben Schwartz.
Guillermo, do you know how many subscribers we have on YouTube now?
20 million.
That's right, yeah. That's why we're wearing these glasses. Thanks for being a subscriber. If you're not, help us get to 20,000,001.